More and more Black Americans are catching on to the tactics of the Democrats. Democrats use fear and also anger, as this one sister going to tap into more so the anger part of it, to get Black Americans to vote for them. Let's go ahead and roll that.
This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Why do you think they sat here and told black people 4 years ago that if they voted for Trump again, black people would be in chains? I mean, if Trump really wanted black people to be in chains, we would have been. He had 4 years. Four. Quattro, y'all. Okay? Democrats literally have to keep their voters angry, okay, just so they can get their vote. They never want to fix anything. They never actually want to fix anything. And if they did fix something, they feel like they'll lose voters. And I'm like, no. In fact, like, for instance, the reason why you lost supporters like me, it's because you guys lie. You lie. Nothing gets better. Nothing gets better. And not only will you lie, you'll gaslight. You'll gaslight the out of us. And I don't like that. You'll literally try to change definitions to make it mean something so you can prove a stupid point that was never there, especially if you have to change a whole ass definition. They disguise their evil as good. It's weird.
See, Democrats, the way you engage Black Americans, the jig is up. It's up. You're going to have to bring us policy. You can't bring us fear. We're not afraid of Donald Trump. We're not afraid of the Republicans. We've been in this country for about 500 years already, right? We've been in here. We know what you're going to do. What else you're going to do that you haven't done already? What Donald Trump is going to do that y'all haven't done. And let's keep it real. Donald Trump didn't harm black people when he was in office. He didn't put no laws on the books to do anything against Black Americans specifically. So why are we scared of Trump? If anything, black people want Trump back for the economy. That's why they want Trump back. They want Trump back because they want to get all these people, these migrants that's been dumped into the black communities out. You understand what I'm saying? That's what some black people are talking about. Gone are the days you could try to scare us and, oh my God, see, that worked on the civil rights generation. That's not working with us. It's not. You're going to have to bring us policy. And you do not want to bring us concrete policy, because you remember years ago when Hillary Clinton was running back in 2016 and WikiLeaks had put out that cable that they had said, do not promise Black Americans, protesters, anything. Say you hear them, you understand, but do not promise them anything. And that has been the mantra of the Democrat Party. Do not promise Black Americans anything. Give them hope, say change, say I hear you, but don't promise them nothing. Well, them days are over. You either bring us a policy or we got a nice couch we're going to be sitting on. Or if you don't bring us policy, let's see what policy the Republicans going to bring. And if the Republicans bring a policy that we can rock with, guess who we voting for? Red. It's just that simple. We are not tied to the Democrat. We're not tied to the Republican. No. And once again, I don't want a mass exodus from the Democrats to the Republicans. No. A mass exodus from the Democrats to independents. Do not be attached to none of these parties. Don't do it. They should not look at black people and say, oh, I know I got their vote. No. They got to work for it. You want to get our vote? Bring policies that benefit Black Americans. And that's how we got to move. You want to get our vote? Get candidates that are pro-Black America. Just like AIPAC want candidates that are pro-Israel. We got to move just like AIPAC move if we want to get something done as Black Americans. You better be pro-Black American and you better be pro-reparations. If you're not pro-reparations, leave me alone. Leave me alone. We got to be that serious if we want to get reparations, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the Democrats, that's why they're scurrying right now. They're scurrying because the game's not working no more. The fear not working no more. Ooh, they're going to take your rights. What rights that they haven't already took from black people? Man, please. Well, the government getting involved with women's bodies. The government been involved with women's bodies. You wouldn't have modern gynecology if they weren't experimenting on black women. What right to bodies? Only time it's a right to a body unless you affect anything that Becky and them is doing. All of a sudden now you got to protect those rights. But what about the rights of black women? People like Henrietta Lacks. What about her? Is only talking about protecting rights when it affects Becky, but when it affects Keisha, no, we don't care about that. Forget that. Black women do not lend your voice or anything to do anything for them. You did enough for them on the plantation. They need to stand on their own 2 feet. It's time. But they can't do it no more, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a good time to live. You living in a beautiful time. You living in a beautiful time. So Democrats, bring a policy, or we got some nice couches waiting for us on election day.